Hi, Highland Park. I'm Stephen Noble. As the school year comes to an end and summer starts to begin, everyone is focused on their exciting summer plans. One classic and fun activity of summer are summer concerts. Sadly, due to COVID 19, many popular music festivals like Rolling Loud, Coachella, and Chicago's Lollapalooza have had to cancel. Recently, Highland Park's Ravinia Festival also canceled their 2020 summer season. In order to find out more about this decision and Ravinia's current summer programming, I talked to Ravinia's communication director, Nick Polia. What really went into the decision of canceling this 2020 Ravinia season?
It was a big deal decision. And I know that lots of people are making very hard decisions these days, but this seemed like an enormous decision to make because this is the first time we've lost a season since the Great Depression. Even during World War II, and stuff, we were able to stay active and alive. But we just felt that it was just too dangerous to our artists and our neighbors and our audiences to go forward in a time when we know that being near each other can cause some people to get sick. It's a very scary thing. We ran through very many scenarios of how a partial season might look, how social distancing might look on the lawn. We modeled all that out. Nothing was practical in terms of what it takes to get a show up. And of course, it's even if you were to do social distancing on the lawn, you can't really social distance an orchestra on the stage. So there's so many things that it looks like it could be solved from the outside, but there are complications on the inside.
And what does the cancellation of this season mean for both Ravinia and the community as a whole?
It's very tough. I'll add a dimension and say for me personally, I love when the audience is there. I love the energy and vibrancy of the park, and plus, everybody loves to go to a live concert, right? For the community at whole, losing music, I think, is especially hard in the Chicagoland area because we get through winter and we only have so many nice days in this area anyway. So we feel like we've really earned our summers. So to miss out on some of the big activities that we see are being canceled all over the place, that's a really big deal. The community also has a financial impact. I mean, Ravinia does have a revenue sharing agreement with the city, so they get 5% of ticket sales. So that won't be happening. We have a staff of around 50 to 60 people year round, but in the summertime, that can grow to be 600 to 800 people. So those are all jobs that won't be created this summer, which is very, very sad. It's going to have an economic impact on our partners like Levy in the restaurant business, or Performance Media that does our program book, even Metra and people who ride the train. The impact will be felt. It was a hard decision to make.
And with this impact on many different individuals and groups, what can people do to still try to support Ravinia and these groups affiliated with Ravinia during this time?
First of all, we are still doing our Reach, Teach, Play education programs. We serve 85,000 people a year through our education programs. We create music education opportunities in schools that don't have music of their own. As you know, whenever a budget gets cut at schools, the arts are the first thing to go. And so a lot of schools in the Chicagoland area, in Lake County and Cook County, we serve both, don't have their own music programs, and we create music for them. We're still doing that work all summer long. We're still doing the work of our summer conservatory, Ravinia Staines Music Institute. So that's our professional training program for young professional musicians, and that's still happening. The money we raise from a concert revenue supports about 60% of Ravinia's mission. The other 40% comes from private donations. So we just lost 60% of our revenue right off the bat. And so it's going to be very hard to make up that money, but the cost still exists. We still got to keep the grounds maintained. We still got to keep those teachers paid. So we are indeed taking donations at ravinia.org, and we will be doing a virtual fundraiser of some kind in the near future. And I think that people should be especially worried about young classical musicians, um, superstars like Sting or whoever. They're okay, but the young artists that Ravinia would have employed in classical concerts in Bennett Gordon Hall, or some people who are just starting to build their careers, a loss of this season means a lot to them. And so if there's an individual artist that you are fond of, make sure you follow them and pay attention to any individual fundraisers they may be doing on their own social platforms as well.
How exactly will this season be impacting the actual performers that come?
A lot of the performers were already talking about having to cancel on their own because, Ravinia is not experiencing this in a vacuum. Everybody knows what's going on out there. And so they're concerned for their own audiences and for their own safety as well. So it's already as an issue. All the artists have taken the news very, very well because they understand the situation everybody's in.
Are there any events online or in some other platform that Ravinia is planning on doing this summer?
We recorded many of the concerts that were done in Bennett Gordon Hall and the master classes as well. So we're editing down that content right now from the Vault episodes that appear every Tuesday and Thursday. You can see old concerts from Ravinia Festival and kind of get the feeling you were there. WFMT, a great partner of ours, is also going through their archives on a bunch of concerts that Ravinia recorded over the years that they will be re-releasing on the air. So we'll have a presence on FMT as well. We do have those virtual classrooms, and then we're working on something even bigger to roll out later in the summer. I can't talk about it yet until the details are hammered out, but hopefully we'll have an even bigger online presence in the days to come.
And you talked about having something that you can't exactly discuss yet. Where can people follow you guys to get those announcements and be sure that they are keeping track of Ravinia's events that are happening this summer?
The easiest thing to do would be to sign up for our newsletter at ravinia.org, but you can also join our Facebook or Instagram pages. Facebook is very active, and we'll post all of our news there, so you can keep an eye out for us there. But connect with us on the internet through our website, because then we'll send you direct emails whenever there's new news to announce.
Thank you so much for doing this, sitting down with me and talking about Ravinia. And I'm very excited to see what you guys have in store for this summer, despite the cancellation.
Thank you. We want to make sure that we connect with as many people as possible, especially young people, because we do this for the people. And it's just a weird thing to walk out into the Ravinia property and have it be empty. It's kind of makes you feel forlorn really quickly. So I can't wait till we get to a place where we beat this disease and we all have even more reason to celebrate together with music under the stars next summer.
Well, Ravinia's summer concert programming has been canceled. They are still producing content. In order to keep up with all things Ravinia, follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and join their email list at ravinia.org. Well, HP, it has been a pleasure bringing you your morning announcements and news throughout the 2019-2020 school year. For the last time in the 2019-2020 school year, this has been Stephen Noble, HPTV.